Chapter 4, The Medical Marvel Daughter. Percy's notes describe Tarrare in chilling detail. He was barely 5 feet tall, weighed around 100 pounds, and yet could consume an entire meal meant for 15 men. His mouth was enormous. You could see straight into his throat when he opened it wide. After eating, his belly swelled like a balloon. But within minutes it would flatten again, and he'd start sweating and panting, his body releasing that same sickly, corpse-like stench. Tarrare's skin was hot to the touch, always damp. His eyes sunken and lifeless. They fed him everything, and he ate it all. A quarter cow in one sitting, buckets of milk, candles, and once, a live cat. He bit into it, drank its blood, and devoured it whole, bones, fur, and all. Then vomited up the fur hours later, as if nothing had happened. Even the hardened army surgeons could not watch without horror. But the French generals saw an opportunity. If Tarrare could swallow anything, what if he could carry secret messages across enemy lines? Chapter 5, The Spy Mission in 1792. France was at war with Prussia. Dr. Corville proposed a daring test to use Tarrare as a human courier. They placed a secret document inside a wooden box, coated it in wax, and had Tarrare swallow it whole. The plan: he would cross enemy lines, pass unnoticed, and deliver the message once the box passed through his system. Tarrare agreed, perhaps proud to serve France, perhaps simply promised more food. But things didn't go as planned. He was caught by Prussian soldiers, beaten and imprisoned. When questioned, Tarrare refused to speak until the soldiers realized he was no ordinary spy. After 2 days, the wooden box passed. Inside was the hidden message. The Prussians were enraged. They tortured him, nearly hanged him, before finally releasing him back to French territory, half dead and broken. He returned to the hospital, swearing never to serve again. But his hunger only grew darker. Chapter 6, The Descent into Horror. Back in the hospital, Tarrare begged to be cured. Dr. Percy tried everything: laudanum, vinegar, even tobacco pills. Nothing worked. He was given quadruple rations, raw meat, and even live animals. Still, his hunger raged on. Then, strange disappearances began. A butcher's shop missing organs from discarded carcasses. Hospital patients complaining of stolen food. And one day, a 14-month-old baby vanished from the ward. The staff searched everywhere and found Tarrare, sleeping beside the crib, his lips stained with blood. He was driven out in horror. The doctors could not prove it, but they knew. Tarrare had crossed the final line, from freak to monster. Chapter 7, The Final Years. After being expelled, Tarrare vanished from records. Years later, in 1798, Dr. Percy was called to a hospital in Versailles. A dying man was begging for him. It was Tarrare. He was skeletal, his body ruined by disease. He claimed he'd swallowed a golden fork years earlier and believed it was still inside him. But the truth was worse. He was dying of tuberculosis. Even then, his hunger never stopped. He begged for raw meat until the end. When he finally died, the stench was unbearable, utterly so foul that no one could stay in the room. Dr. Percy, however, performed one final autopsy. Inside, he found rotting flesh, a stomach stretched and twisted beyond nature, and decay that defied explanation. The mystery of Tarrare died with him, but his legend never did. Chapter 8, The Unsolved Mystery. Centuries later, scientists have tried to explain what plagued Tarrare. Some believe it was polyphagia, a condition of extreme hunger caused by a damaged hypothalamus. Others suggest hyperthyroidism, or even a parasite that ravaged his metabolism. But none of those explain the sheer magnitude of his hunger, his unnatural odor, or his horrific cravings. He was not just sick. He was cursed, a man consumed by hunger, until hunger consumed him. Outro. The legend of the man who ate everything. In the end, Tarrare was neither hero nor villain. He was a victim of his own body, a tragedy of nature and science. But his story stands as a haunting reminder that inside every human being, there lies a hunger for food, for power, for meaning, and when that hunger grows unchecked, it devours everything. The man who ate everything left behind nothing. This was the dark case of Tarrare, the man who ate everything.